Hello, Captain Santini fans, and those who like a little shady lady to go with their fandom. By the way, I'm sticking with Shady Lady. I thought of renaming it, but A, it may not, some of my name ideas might not come off good in a YouTube video. I was thinking, for instance, there's a Star Trek whale movie back in the day, and Mr. Spock has to check on some whales, and the captain has to explain it. And he tells a whale scientist that Spock did a little too much LDS back at Berkeley. So I thought of LDS Berkeley, but that's great for that movie, not for a YouTube video. But since, of course, my YouTube channel deals with disability, what's the great advantage to having a ship named Shady Lady? You get to practice saying words that end with the DY ending. Little help with the speech therapy there. For any of you who might need that. Plus, we all get to have fun with it. So, off we go. And we're going to go meet our prince. Our prince dealing in galactic unity, not Prince the singer. But anyway, we're going to go meet our prince and see what kind of constructive trouble we can get into trying to get an edict with. We have edicts with our own faction, Alta Mesa, with Rychart, and with Zenrin. Trying to get that fourth edict. What do we gotta do to unify humans in space and to get our fourth edict? And we just landed. Okay, we just got it. We've never been here before, I guess. Probably not. And there's a shortage here. I don't know about the. Wait a minute. There's a shortage here, and it's a tradeway. What can we do about that? Maybe. Nope. Let's local here. There's absolutely nothing we could do. The only thing we got is a tradeway, which could give us goods that the tradeway already. Well, wait a minute. If there's a shortage, no, if there's a shortage, the goods they produce are going to go up, but they're short of what they need. That's the worst thing. So that's not going to help us. Okay, we tried on that end. Must be our first time on the planet. Listen up, we sent down on Hydra Tri-C to counsel with Prince Damien Lumont. We know there are a lot of distractions on a Mako new world. We're envoys for the Zendu. I want a few days of your best behavior. You hear? Ooh, that's the bodyguard. He's always protecting people's lives, and also part-time doctor, combat medic. Oh, here's an interesting one. During docking procedures, I heard the portmaster on duty mention something we might want to investigate. It turns out there is a famous merchant and negotiator trapped in this faction holding. I haven't heard of him, but the portmaster said his name is Nikolai RAMIUS. Rumor has it that he sold out a Rychard prince, and now a death warrant has been issued for his head. Now he is hiding out under the protection of the local spice merchant, Tumet. If there is a death warrant out, he won't be able to leave her compound safely. Okay, so Arbiter Brookstrom's dream is becoming a reality. The Starport and Spice Hall are abuzz with talk of the Unionist Coalition and the amendments they are bringing before the Senate. Okay, so they're trying to get permission for that. But apparently we still have the opportunity to work for the Prince and get him to add on his side to it, the whole process. Everyone is running around like it's the end of the world. For grabs, it may feel that way. They aren't used to change. And Shaolin law has endured unchanged and unchallenged well for a heck of a long time. So we're just going to skip here. And before we do the Prince thing, we're going to do this mission here. And Green Star her. We heard you are sheltering the merchant Nikolai RAMIUS. Greetings, Spice Trader. Many welcome, Star Trader. We have heard talk that you are sheltering a famous merchant here, a spacer by the name of Nikolai RAMIUS. That is true, unless you happen to be in the employ of the bounty hunter Zerod. No, he's come after us before. Which I doubt as he keeps his own posse of hired murderers. Hopefully you have other reasons for asking. Nick is here safe with me and my household. Hey, what did Nick do to get a price on his head? It's a long story, but the short version is that his captain hung him out to dry. He was an officer on the cruiser Nefario. I never realized that. That's like Mercurial is another word for mystery. When we were doing the spying for Zet, what happened to Eldo Bastille? Nefario, short for nefarious. Oh my God! What creative naming the Tracy brothers did. His boss, Captain Ikali, I think that's how you pronounce it, worked extensively for the Reichard Prince Attic Stool. Nick was helping to piece together a vodka monopoly for Prince Stool. It would have been a mighty trade alliance. Failing to put together a deal isn't a crime punishable by death. No, but selling all of Adix's dirt and the secrets of the deal to the Devoltos competition is. Nikolai's worthless captain showed his stripes and made a mountain of credits at the prince's expense, and then he pinned it all on Nick. It didn't take long for the Reichard judge assigned to the case to issue the death warrant. Nick barely made it to my door. The bounty hunter Zerod was on his heels. We know who Zerod is, so it's going to be like, can we meet with Nick? I am sure you understand his fuel tanks are low on trust these days. You said he is a spacer. Through and through. Then he won't stay here forever. You speak the truth. In the meantime, he is a very enjoyable house guest. If you want to meet with him, you have to prove we can trust you. I value him too highly to risk his life with someone I don't know. We must gain 20 reputation with the spice trader to met before only 20? I thought it was 25. Before she will let us talk with Nikolai RAMIUS. Okay, that's just a little bit of spying for us. We're getting pretty good at the spy game. She can only get us trade permits, but we don't even happen to have that with the Maklamnu. Now, I like to get Nick. He's a merchant and mechanic by trade, but you can also make him a diplomat. And diplomat and merchants can do all kinds of wonderful things. And over time, I can get rid of the one diplomat I have, even though I know it's horrible. But, got to think of the ship first. But let's just show you here what I'm thinking of. Our diplomat has been with us since 211. That is like 211. We started in 210. 21 years. But they'll just have to take their skills and go get employment somewhere else. Anyway, eventually. So, merchants have a trait that can help with spying too. So Nick is quite valuable. So we will be doing this first. Uncover a contact. Deal with pirates. There's nothing here to really, no reason to use a talent. We'll do something with the pirates. Devalto's pirate. Well, we don't want to lose our one edict with the big D, so welcome aboard to our lack of cargo. And we don't want to lose rep with the mock, and we need intel. So we are not getting that this round, but nobody got hurt. And they have no conflict going on. So any intel we're going to get is going to be of minimal value, except for the quest. It's very valuable. We don't have edicts yet, so let's get rid of the bounty hunter challenge, shall we? 14 records, there we go. And one of the high stakes things came in handy, increased it by 39%. So it might have only been 10 otherwise, or 8. I'm good with that. And more macrame records? Okay, let's see what we can sell this for. If not, we'll have to go find a way to perhaps get some money to help out. Okay, so there we go. One set of intel, 14 rep. Another set of intel, 20 rep. That should give us. Can we meet with Nikolai? Though I wish to delay it, you are right. Eventually, Nick will find his way back to the stars. I won't let him risk it without the help of someone who has earned my trust. But you, Captain, you have. You've proven your worth. It is time you meet Nick. We've been looking forward to it. Greetings, Captain, from one spacer to another. I have heard so very much about you from dear Tunette and our ship's shady lady, and this is encouraging? You gotta be kidding me. I can say the same, Nikolai. Your reputation as an expert merchant and negotiator is well known in these parts. Okay, let's just see what other skills he has. What type of skills can you offer a captain? I used to be a mechanic as well. That was my first job on a ship. And then I got into the whole merchant gig. Okay, so that's essentially that story. Did you have anything to do with the collapse of Axtool's trade alliance? All things considered, I wish I had at least gotten a cut. It's the least that two-faced trader could have done for me. But no, sadly, I just took the fall. Well, we will not rename you Fall, or Fall Guy. If we resolved this issue with the death warrant, would you join our crew? Yeah. That would be no small feat, Captain. I would be in your debt and would happily forego the lawful signing bonus if you offered me an officer's cabin on board. We happen to have a few of those to spare. What can be done to resolve Nick's death warrant? It would be no easy task, but I know you can help him. Prince Axtool and his dog Zerod won't let up, unless someone intervenes. Nick is eventually going to fall into their hands. Are you willing to help, though I have no great sum of credits to offer you? I would be greatly in your debt. Perhaps tell us what you think we could do. My heart sings to hear it. Okay. Why don't I say we could try to negotiate a settlement with Prince Ada? It's possible. After the collapse of the treaty, I am sure his coffers are running lower than he would like. You think we could pay him off? He wants retribution, but he needs the money. He might ask for less than you would expect. All right, so she's basically telling us she expects he'll ask for 50,000 credits. So we got to go make some money. We've only got 27.5. It's time to get making money again. Oh, yes, it is. Now, what is this place short of? View demand. So they need We don't have any permits. So this place can't solve our problem. Wait, I speak too soon. Okay, we have level 2 permit with the Maklanu. Now, what can be done to solve our little situation? Most expensive thing they need. That's a rare trade good. We don't have any spare Christline shards. Cloxian Medical is probably a level 3 permit, so that doesn't work. Spice extractors. Also level 3 permit. Weapon components. Let's go get us some. There's orbital and high-tech zones. Either that or luxury trade goods. Well, let's see where we can get the next quadrant. We'll make our 50,000 by trading in here. And then we'll go take care of the prince thing. And maybe we'll make more than that. Because we have been spending money upgrading our shady lady. That's why we're short on dinero right now. Okay. They've got the weapon components. Okay, let's start over at the high tech area, get the weapon components, and get the luxury goods, and then we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into. Hello, Mr. Pilot. Oh, we spent the 5 grand or 6 on trade permits. Wonder why we had so little. Any new intel? No. There we go. All the weapons we can get our hands on. All the luxury goods. And why not all the advanced medicines? There's a shortage, and this is applicable to trade zones. Why not? And I think that's it. Okay. So we're good. We're also short of money to pay our crew, but that's happened before. What talents does our mechanic need? Ordnance overhaul for weapons. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Nothing like a little weapon repair in the middle of a battle. Should have come to that. Good values on all of it. 35, 36, 41, 41,000 profit. So that gives us 14 over 50, 15 over 50,000. Okay. Let's go do our expensive deed then. And maybe we'll be able to do it for less than 50. And maybe we'll be able to pick up. Yeah, let's just go. I'm going to take a chance, just retreat. I can lose one rep with my faction without losing any paperwork. Because I can pick up more on the backside. Pick up the one I lost. Hey, hey. And do I got any trade? Oh, I do. I can pick up goods here for the shortage back on. Well, after I talk to the prince, I'll think about it. There's Prince Thule. He doesn't need any intel. We're going to green star him, of course, since we contact him in the plot. He's immortal or evergreen. Esteemed Prince, we are honored that you would grant us such an audience. It is an auspicious day for a meeting. Of course, Star Trader, I know why you are here. You have come to ask that I relinquish my right to legal retribution against Nikolai RAMIUS. Nikolai did not sell you out, my prince. Captain Nikolai is the one who profited from your loss. That may be the case, but what does it matter? There was enough evidence to make it an open and shut case for the Rychard judge. Someone has to pay for this betrayal. All will see that my influence is not diminished. And I believe in the thought bubble here it is the scheming bat bastard. Doesn't care if Nick is at fault. He is just using him as an example. And if that's not an exact quote, please don't quote that back to me. I don't need to know that. More than I need to know that there's expletives aren't sparse in Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, that they're plentiful. I don't ever need to know that. Now that you are here, I have an alternate proposal. I will reward you handsomely to help me capture Nikolai RAMIUS. Of course, as I've gone into, Nick will make you more money over time, so just turn this down. Besides, it's the right thing to do to turn him down. I am sure that you could get him onto your ship with a few friendly words. Deliver him into the hands of my bounty hunter, and I will pay 30,000. Yeah, big whoop. I'll be making hundreds of thousands with Nicky. We have come with a different offer. We are willing to pay a lump sum in compensation for Nick's wrongs. I am amenable to that. If there is just compensation, I will drop the case, but I think you should consider my offer thoroughly. Yeah, right. Expensive negotiation, and we have negotiating skill, and we have negotiating save talent. So we're going that route. You have a silver tongue, Star Trader. That is probably why you get along well with Nikolai so well. I will call my bounty hunter off and drop the death warrant. Nikolai is free to go. We have gained a moderate experience reward. What did it cost us? 46.5. Okay. And we only lost one with Reichar. We could have lost a lot more, but thanks to our diplomat skills, we didn't. So we're good. All right, I need to buy goods for the shortage. Over at Nick's place there. And then pull what I did last time. Pay my crew last. That's right, he lives in a trade way. All right, we're going to start with the drugs. Any Huey Lewis and the News fans want to break out singing I Want a New Drug? That's okay. Also wanted a trade way. And I believe they have trade loss 6 there. Let's go with this too. Okay, and last but not least, luxury clothing. Now with what's left, we will pay our crew. Well, everybody but the gunner got paid. Hopefully they aren't too upset about that and can wait a bit. You know what? I did not properly. This person's an officer. Their first 2 letters got to be capital, so I know what they're doing. Kept meaning to do that. All right, now, he probably needs another doctor. Yeah, the last bodyguard only made it up to level 8 doctor. He's up to level 7. Good things could happen. He might make level 15. Then he can be really helpful. To himself, the ship, the whole 9 yards. Train talents. Okay, what do we got here? Ooh, the one I wanted earlier. Except, honestly, I'm going to go with shock and awe for all its defense values. No, we're going to go with frag shell. It's higher. There must be a reason. We'll start with the frag shell. We'll work our way back like we often do. Yeah, the shortage is still on over at the Mocklam new place, so we might as well try to make some money back. And we're just going to skip off the void here. And we got no money to repair, so we better get there while we can. At least in the right quadrant. And that's 20, 27, 28, about 30,000 creds. Ah, man, I'm stuck. Not a problem. Before we're going to go drop this off the other tradeway. I want my money first. And then I'll get right with all this. You gotta be kidding me. We're going to skip off the void. Less damage than if we tried any other way to outrun them. And we got to worry about cost right now. If we're desperate enough to get rid of these three things, we are not in the best way money with these. Okay, so we got some profit anyway. Not bad. We started the whole affair with 27,000, 21 after buying the permits. We're up 8 to 14 grand for trying to get an officer. I can deal with this. And the shortage is over. That's okay. There's our prince we got to talk to. We're going to green star him. But for now, 2 days plus heal our people plus. Oh, heck, this place is supposed to have a killer spice hall by its 10 rating. Now let's go collect our officer and solve this. We come bearing good news, Tumet. We have reached a settlement with Adax Thule. May the stars shine their lights upon you, Star Traders. It was a very expensive deal, Tumet. We are both in your debt, Star Trader. If you would accept me as an officer, I promise to work to repay that debt. Tumet, you have to go, either with our friend here or with another Star Trader. You've known that all along. Of course I have. Star Trader, you only have to ask, and I will return the favor in any way I can. I can offer you a position on board as a ship's officer, Nikolai. I heartily accept, Captain. You've shown me you are one to follow. Welcome aboard. My officers will show you to your new quarters. I am excited to meet my new family. Together we will make the credits sing. All right. So we are going to level this person up, promote them, and then I'm going to call it a video because we're 35 minutes in and I don't record more than an hour at a time because of my software setup. So we'll do that, and then we'll come back and take care of Damien here. Um, save in case we make any mistakes leveling up Nick. All right, so merchants and diplomats only level up to level 11. So we're going to choose diplomat for him, which we will be using eventually. And then we're going to level him up to an immediate. Oh, he starts at level 3, so we're going to spend only 8 jobs on getting him to 11. And because I'm only going to have a limited number of talents to start with, I'm going to choose the one that's important here. Lucrative, the most important one. Lucrative wholesale. When executing a trade at the exchange worth over 50,000, generates intel records up to negotiate skill from market insight. That's the absolute, you've got to have that with this merchant if you don't have any other skill. So we've got that. Now, let's get to level 11 diplomat. And then we'll worry about his mechanic skills, since we've already got 2 other mechanics. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to save again here because I haven't made any mistakes in choosing jobs or talents at this point. Or we'll save in one slot in case I have. Oh, what the heck. No, just one. All right, so now we come up here. And now what to do with 8 other talents. Let's look at, in case I'm wrong, let's look at the merge. Trading into a trade ban or war grants you rep bonus with the second faction up to the rep penalty with the offended faction. That sounds like a plan for me. Yes. We haven't done a lot of trading into trade bans and wars, but that could change. That might be a good skill to have. Now this conflicts. It says receive up to your negotiate skill and reputation bonus with a new contact when buying an introduction. The reason that conflicts is the diplomat skill gives you a discount, but then the computer chooses randomly what's going to be applied or if they're both open. So I'm not really sure about that. We already have a negotiate skill, so we don't need that. Refueling is such a minor cost at this point. Discounts or trading permit. We're actually going after edicts, so that's also a minor cost. Now, why don't we get into the stuff we haven't got into with diplomacy? So, magnanimous victory. If we win and decide not to ransom, we can get most of our skills back. Extra money when ransoming sounds like a plan. And why don't I go for the skills I haven't been able to get, such as orchestrated salvage, to get more salvage? Number one, throw and wrench when boarding. Number two, here we go, reduces cost and duration of ship and small craft repair. And this way it'll constantly be going since it renews every 3 weeks. Yeah, we're going with that. Here we go, repair test. We haven't been able to do that yet. And I know we could use a new orbital card or a new system flush, but to be honest, I'm always looking for more defense. So we'll take that. Okay, so that now gives us 5 officers. Anyway, so this has been the detour into recruiting Nikolai instead of the errands to get a Maklamnu edict. We will do the Maklamnu edict quest on the next video. Thank you for watching.